Good evening and welcome to Life in the Matrix. This evening I am in Little India. It's a locality in Singapore, and this is just a glimpse of Little India that I'm going to show you in this video. It's pretty big. It's all walkable. Everything's doable, but I don't think I can cover everything in one episode. So I'll probably have to come back a second time. This is just the environs around where Little India starts. From this MRT station, which is at the corner of Racecourse Road and Bukit Timah Road. Now, the main road for Little India is Serangoon Road, and I'm going to take you there first. And on the way, there's this very large food court. You get a huge selection of obviously Indian food, Indian food stalls, the food court as they call it. That's inside. Alright, why don't I just walk you in? It's a little congested, it's usually crowded. Anyone from India will kind of be reminded of how things are like back home in India. Let's just give a little glimpse of what it looks like inside and then get back outside again. Walking into the food court, it's also a market area, but the market is closed. I think that's it for the day as far as they're concerned. I will take you on the roadside and show you a lot more places where you can buy vegetables and other kind of goods. So this is what the food court looks like. A little messy, but here's what it is. You get some good food though, pretty cheap. Cheap by any standards, really. You could have a meal for about $3, 3 Singapore dollars. Onwards up to maybe up to $10. It depends on what you want to buy. And there's a lot of eateries around. Mostly Indian food, as you can see. Well, nearly all of them Indian food, except maybe a few stalls with Pakistani food. And one of my favorites is actually a Sri Lankan food place, which I have tweeted about in the past. Let's see. He's still open, but I guess he's run out of food. So I won't go there. There's not much to show. Yes, that's the place, the Sri Lankan food. Sri Lankan food stall. Quite busy at this time of the evening. Alright, let me get back to the main street. Okay, this is Serangoon Road, and this is where technically Little India starts. The Little India area. They got a few things here to explain what it used to look like in the past. So there's the history of the Serangoon area. By the late 1820s, I believe, people started living here from India, mostly from Tamil Nadu in the southern part of India. A lot of the immigrants, the indentured laborers that were brought to work at the sugar plantations throughout Malaya, the peninsula, and Singapore, and in other parts of the world. Were from India, and as far as Singapore and Malayan Peninsula is concerned, it was predominantly the Tamil population from Tamil Nadu. And there's a little bit of history there you can kind of browse. The historical and cultural precinct. Okay, now let me walk down the main street here and show you more stuff. The Little India Arcade. Little India area is a mix of old shop houses and a few modern buildings. It's mostly old shop houses that have been converted into jewelry stores and restaurants, all kinds of shops. I'll bring you more of that soon. The decorations are going up for the Festival of Lights, Deepavali or Diwali. It's sometime next month, or a bit after, I think. I need to check up on that. But they put up the lighting. Food delivery guys. Okay, so this is called Buffalo Road. I guess there used to be a lot of buffaloes around here, and I guess the buffaloes we're talking about are the water buffaloes, the black ones. In the Filipino language, they call it the Calabao or Carabao, and in the Malayan language, it's called Kerbau. So we have a street here. This is a main shopping street of Buffalo Road, and parallel to that is Kerbau Road, which is Buffalo again. So you got two Buffalo roads parallel to each other. You get all kinds of flowers and things people use. For the rituals and ceremonies and stuff. And walking around here, you have some traditional Indian music going on, and the vibe is very much like any market town in India. You get fresh vegetables. A lot of them are imported from India and from Malaysia. See, these mangoes don't look too good, but they are imported from India. And it's very late season. So you got all these herbs and spinach. I think this is wild spinach, and this here is banana, which is also used in Indian cooking. Air Force coconuts. A glimpse of one of the supermarkets, Indian style. Let's see, what are these? Oh, these are jackfruit. And you got the banana chips. There are all kinds of pickles, Indian pickles. Continuing on my walk here. Vibrant place, very active, lots of shoppers this evening and all other evenings. Coconut water. Yeah, people honking, people impatient, just like India. Everything about this place will remind you of India. If you're from India, you know what I mean. You know exactly what I mean. Okay, so we are still running parallel to Kerbau Road, which also means Buffalo, as I said. This is the main Buffalo Road, and there's the other one, which I'll take you next. See all kinds of fresh vegetables. Tropical fruit and some non-tropical ones too, like mangoes. Oh, sorry, like apples and vegetables. My favorite peanuts, raw peanuts. I love them. I usually steam them and eat them. Sometimes boil them in salt water. More peanuts. So this is Buffalo Road. We'll cut the video here and get to the other Buffalo Road called Kerbau Road. Little India is a lot of lanes and by lanes and a lot of walking, but then you have all these walls with strange murals, I guess. Pretty interesting. So now from Buffalo Road we came parallel to Kerbau Road, and as I mentioned, Kerbau means buffalo again in Malay language, and Carabao in the Filipino language. This place, the Kerbau Road, is also known as the Little India Arts Belt. Yes, there's a lot of artistry around. There are pictures, paintings, art galleries, things like that. Mostly Tamil songs that I'm listening to as I walk. Although Little India is mostly or predominantly South Indian in flavor, we do have elements of Northern Indian culture, and here is a temple which is of Northern Indian origin. You'll find mostly North Indians coming here, and South Indians too. I've been here before, Mr. Biryani, although I'm a vegetarian and they have good vegetarian biryani. I know I get a lot of flack from people saying that there's no such thing as a vegetarian biryani. They haven't tried this. The other thing is, they make what is known as a katal biryani, which I think is a Bengali biryani which is made of young jackfruit. This is a famous local Southern Indian flavor with a Singaporean twist, and it's a restaurant called Gandhi, although it's predominantly South Indian cuisine. And some restaurants have closed and haven't opened since the pandemic. People from the south will recognize what this is: spicy Chettinadu food from, again, a different part of Tamil Nadu. There's even Kerala Ayurveda Center, and there's a Kerala restaurant also nearby. And bang in the middle of Little India is the Hilton Garden Inn, the Hilton property. And I'm now going towards one of the famous South Indian temples, and probably one of the oldest South Indian Hindu temples in Singapore. So I'm back on the main strip, which is the Serangoon Road. And there is the temple. A very famous temple, very touristy for a lot of tourists, and of course for the local people who live here. It's the Veera Kaliamman temple. The Singapore's first temple dedicated to Veera Kaliamman, or the goddess Kali. It gives you more details. Well, they say it was here since 1855. It was built in 1881, and in 1908 it was restored, apparently. Anyway, so it's got a nice ambience and thronging with devotees now that it's fully open post-pandemic. I think I got to end the video here. It's getting fairly long. I will have to come back and do part 2. There's a lot more to see and do here. This is just a tip of the iceberg. Well, I guess that's not the correct analogy here. There's no icebergs in India or glaciers. But anyway, I digress. Have a nice day, have a nice evening wherever you are. Thank you for watching my channel. Please share, subscribe, like this video. Please comment if you can. It helps grow the channel. I'm trying to bring in more glimpses of all the places that I visit, live in, and generally walk about. See you on the other side. Bye-bye.